I want the Switch 2 as much as you do too, probably. If you're a fan or you follow, gaming in general and or Nintendo specifically. I want it too. I'm not paying any more than I have to for a fucking Switch. I can be patient, or I can be, better yet, an adult about it and wait just a little bit till finally they're in stock. Hopefully this tariff shit calms down a little bit, if and when it does. And or at the same time, maybe the same day I can finally get a Switch 2, I can finally buy a fucking pack of eggs. Just the other day, I go to the supermarket just to eyeball, out of curiosity, how much the eggs cost. I don't even see a dozen eggs available. I see a 4-pack, 4 eggs available right there in the little carton. Inoffensive enough as it appears. 4 eggs, okay. How bad could that be now? $9 for 4 fucking eggs. I don't even have the math in me, and I went to college. I got my associates. I have proof if I ever need to show you. I don't got the math in me to fucking calculate how much each egg comes out to cost at $9 for 4 of them only. Point being, it fucking sucks right now to try to eat eggs, to try to get a Switch 2. And now, the thing that scares me the most about the Switch 2 in general. I like everything that's getting thrown our way. But God forbid you get anything you fucking might actually want anymore nowadays without the premise of it costing you something or it's just simply not available. To try to cope with the fucking Switch 2 news. And I'm being a fat ass. I'm being a drama queen most likely. Whatever you gotta label me as. I get it. But just to try to cope, I figure, you know what? It's Sunday. When I'm recording this at least. It's a Sunday. It's decent outside, whatever. I'm getting off of work early enough. I'll treat myself to this fucking little pickle thing they got going on at what's called Popeyes. I'm looking at it right now, Popeyes. They got this thing called a pickled lemonade, meaning they got pickled, I'm guessing juice, or they kind of dip the tip of a pickle paws into this lemonade here to give it some sort of sour, abrupt taste, which I like sour. I can do sour. I eat lemon. I suck lemons, pause. In my free time, I just put a little sugar and a little bit of cayenne on it, and that's good enough for me. I'm a happy camper with that shit, so I'll take a sip of this to see if it's disgusting, if it's abrupt. Oh, you know what? I taste the pickle in that thing. It tastes pretty good. Okay, I can recommend that. I also went ahead and got me the pickled Popeyes chicken sandwich. You can see the pickle action there. Take a bite of that. Okay. Not spicy. Okay, there's a little kick to it spice-wise. But you know how fast food chains are with the spice. Spicy, but it's really nothing. Unless you're white, then it's a little less spicy. There's a little pickle flavor to it. It's not bad. It doesn't add too much to it, but you know what? It's not bad. I'll be goddamn if the whole selling point for me to even get this shit to begin with, and I have the app, so I am that much of a fat ass, the Popeyes app, I mean, I wanted to get a hold of those Popeye fried pickles. They got those, I don't know, if it's one of those limited time menu items as they like to do every fucking chain at this point now. McDonald's has that fucking Minecraft meal they got going on, which is basically either you pick a Big Mac or 10-piece nuggets, some sauce, fries, and a drink, I think, for like $15, $14, something like that. Jesus Christ, I still remember when I was young enough, like, I think 10 years old, 12 years old, poor as I was, I could go to McDonald's and with $5, I would eat decently enough. The times my mom had to work late, I'd fucking go there, she'd give me $5, spot me $5, even though we were broke, she knew I had to eat, I was a grown boy, and I'd be eating more than fine there, $5. Maybe I even had some change left over. I'm that old. I buy some Bazooka Joe gum. As stiff as that shit was, it was like chewing on a brick practically. If I blow a bubble, it'd be hard, it'd pop, it'd kind of sting because the gum is very hard. Bazooka Joe, I don't miss that gum at all whatsoever. But yeah, point being, I can't even get a hold of fucking fried pickles that they got now at Popeyes because that's the one thing, the main selling point I wanted at least, because I'm one of those. I see fried pickles on the menu anywhere I go. I try the fried pickles. Ever since I tried them when I was younger, I just kind of like fried pickles. It's something weird. I know it's simple. It's just pickle in the same batter you put like in a chicken or whatever. I just enjoy it. the snap and the crunch of the pickle with the battering on top, well, deep fried and everything, not available. I went to 2 Popeyes. I'm that fat of a fuck. I was so desperate to try these fucking deep fried pickles from Popeyes. 2 of them nearby me. And Popeyes, at least it seems like it's becoming like Starbucks. It's like one every fucking which way you fucking look at. I go to one, I go to the other. Both of them do not have it. I settled on the second one because I'm not going to be that fat or that big of a fat fuck and go to a third one. I just settled for the second one and say, you know what, at least if you got the pickled sandwich, you got the pickled lemonade, that's fine, enough with me. But now I gotta go on a later day to get fucking fried pickles of all thing. Whatever. That's an example right there. Can't get what you want. I'm willing to pay for it. I went out and looked for it. Not available in either one of the 2. It's not like it's super overly priced. I think it said on the menu, $3.49, $3.50, whatever for fried pickles. And it seems like you get a decent amount because honestly, Popeyes, I only go for the sandwich and or for the wings, which I think are a fair deal. I think they got like the 6 wings for like $6 something, taxes, 6, whatever the fuck. The chicken there is overly priced. I think it's like 8 pieces for like $20, which is way too much. And it's not like Kentucky Fried Chicken, which I grew up on and used to love from a young age, is any better. I think they're about the same or probably worse depending on where you go. And if anything now, it's funny enough, KFC is copying a lot of what Popeyes does to a lesser extent and charges more. Popeyes can get pretty pricey depending on what the fuck you want, but once in a while I like to indulge. I like to be a fat fuck, and with the app to afford it to me, I get points every time I make a purchase confirming I'm fat like that, and then I can come back with more incentive to be fat because I got points now. Oh, I got so many points afforded to me for a free sandwich, basically, right? I try to get a hold of this shit, ideally with the fried pickles, to calm myself down a bit and just be like, you're worked up, I'm worked up, at least something to take the edge off. Can't even get that. But my main fear, the thing that I immediately thought, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be commonplace and or everyone's go-to, I guess you can say conspiracy or alluding to what may end up being the cost of another thing we're waiting on the gaming front of things. GTA 6, Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm waiting for it too. Yes, I just said I'm waiting for the fucking Switch 2. But I'm also waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6. I loved 5 back in 2013 when that came out. And the online too. I played it early on, but then when it got, heavy into the role playing and then the constant DLC for that shit, and basically Rockstar's way of saying, hey, if you just pay $20 for fake virtual currency in the game, you can actually buy a car, a shitty car, but you'll have a car in your garage of stock and shit. I'm out. I'm good. And I haven't touched GTA Online since. But just like you and a majority of the world, $2 billion of development cost, and who knows on top of that, or if that includes the marketing and promo for it, GTA 6 is set to be, I'd even say surpassing, something that surpasses the Switch 2 as far as what we want the most from gaming. Because Nintendo does cater still to a, I wouldn't say a certain niche audience, but more like a, can you say majority? I'd say the gamers with families, with kids and all that too. That's definitely Nintendo that dominates, because obviously, you want your kids involved. If you're a gamer, you hope they grow up after you and whatever. Hopefully they don't beat you too early on in Call of Duty, which would be one of my greatest fears because I already suck as is. But with my luck, I'll probably have a girl and she'll fucking dominate me in Call of Duty at like 5 years old. She's still picking her nose and scratching her ass and getting the order mixed up, but somehow dominate me in team deathmatch. Who knows? But the fear now is for me, and what they've been alluding to for so long with GTA 6, because of rumors and insider fucking conversations and or bouncing theories off each other, is that GTA 6 may end up costing $100 upon release. I didn't want to believe it. I brushed it off and dismissed it up until now as just, hearsay or, clickbait, some dickhead trying to get clicks on their YouTube or paid off of their Twitter for it going and making the rounds like that because, no, how could you say that? That's despicable, you asshole. No way it's going to cost $100. It was never that bad. And it was in the 90s. I remember, like a lot of you do, Super Nintendo games, depending on like which one you were getting, would be like $90 something, $100 something. Same thing with Sega, I think, give or take. With the Switch 2 thing going on now, thanks to the tariffs, thanks to Nintendo, I'll admit, as much as I don't want to because it sucks for all of us, Nintendo was brave enough and had the balls big enough to be like, wait, what's this tariff shit going on? Oh, that's what that means? Let's hold it right there, guys. I know we said that, April 9th was okay, good to go for you to pre-order. We need to reassess this on the financial tip because it may not be in our best interest to sell at this price because of how much we're going to fucking eat it and take it on the chin before we even get it over to you on the stateside. I get it. I hate it. What can you do about it, though? It's their decision. And also, the fact that a lot of fans rallied together after finding out the price of Mario Kart World at $80, I believe, for the physical version. I forget. But the point being, the game is $80, right? They go into the Nintendo Treehouse Direct thing they had the day after the announcement of the Switch 2 and spammed in the comment section, lower the price, in all caps, like that's going to really help or do anything or make any sort of change. It's not. I would think it's not, but then you never know. Apparently something happened with the Nintendo, what is it, the 3DS or DS, one of those? They did the same thing and they actually lowered the price. Nintendo actually listened to lower the price. I don't remember, I don't recall the time, so don't quote me on that. But I think with today's financial situation, with the tariffs and tax, I think we're looking at potentially Nintendo saying, fuck all you, we're reassessing this. Oh, we just did, and we decided maybe it'll go up $100 in price just to get it over to the States, just so you can actually play this shit and we can sell it to you at an advantage so we can make a profit off this thing, because otherwise Nintendo ain't for charity. It's not like they're going to give the system away at the price they promised and just keep it like that if it's of no good to them. On the financial side, I get it. I hate it. I'm sure you do too, but what can you do about it? It's their decision at the end of the day. And because of Nintendo having the balls, I'll admit, I hate to own up to it, but Nintendo had the balls to be like one of the first, I guess, big companies, big names enough to be like, whoa, tariffs? Let's reel it back, boss. We'll get back to you on a later date to see when and if we let you pre-order this shit, and if we decide to let you do it, it's probably going to cost you more than what we promised, sorry, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, or the dollar bill crumples, because, finances, right? I think now that's clearly the sign that, unfortunately, and I hate to agree or co-sign this at all, unfortunately, it seems like GTA 6 may end up costing $100. And I mean just the base game, the basic bitch-ass version of just the disc inside the fucking box. If it's like Red Dead Redemption 2, probably 2 discs, one to install the shit and then the other one actually play the shit on the disc. You get the digital version, of course, you don't have to worry about that, but then let's see how much storage you need for that shit freed up on your system to even fucking play it in the first place. Maybe, who knows? I always thought too, I would have assumed, maybe now with the Switch 2 being much more powerful than the Switch 1, obviously, maybe we get GTA 6, a launch Grand Theft Auto title, along with a Nintendo system. I wouldn't rule that out. But then maybe, did Nintendo not purposely announce GTA 6 as a part of their lineup whenever GTA 6 release, because they're going to let GTA 6 have that as the, whoa, out of nowhere, we didn't expect this shit whenever they release, hopefully, their next trailer, and be like, Grand Theft Auto 6 coming on an official confirmed date. They probably won't announce the price of the game itself. Maybe we'll find out later on, or maybe they do. Maybe they're like, this tariff shit, we might as well just tell them up front, hey, $100, hey, $90, hopefully. Maybe even, hey, $80, we think it's fair. That's the price for the game. and then they say PS5, Xbox Series, whatever the fuck. I don't even know which one it is right now. And then Nintendo Switch 2. That would be shocking. That would be very appealing. That'd be very intriguing. If it's not $100 per game, maybe I'll even buy 2 copies, one for the PS and one for this fucking Switch 2. But again, let's calm down right now. Let's reassess our finances. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, and let's see when and if, one, we get to pre-order this goddamn Switch 2 at an appropriate enough time before the June 5th, I believe, global release date. And 2, did Nintendo just basically say, with the actions taken as of recent, GTA 6, guys, by the way, the other thing you've been waiting for besides the Switch 2, $100. Sorry, those are the times. You want to keep being a gamer that bad? That's just the way the dice rolls, baby. They're fucking blowing on some fucking crooked ass, what do you call it? A compromised set of die through them, and we're just looking at snake eyes as Nintendo just takes its pile of money, rakes it in, and says, "Pleasure doing business with you." Switch 2 sound effect, excuse me, because now it's magnetic and shit. You know the deal. I think we're looking at $100 of GTA 6 basically is what Nintendo has said to all of us. And we're gonna have to just deal with it. I think that's just what it is at this point now. Unfortunately, I hate it, you hate it. I did a reverse, but whatever, you know what I mean? This is what it is though. What are you gonna do? Writing in all caps, lower the price on a Nintendo Live video ain't gonna help much. I think at this point now, I think it's just set in stone. We're gonna fucking pay more for the Switch 2 first off, and then GTA 6 might end up costing $100. And if there's a collector's edition of this shit, it might end up being, if we're lucky, $200, $250, maybe $300 something. But hopefully we get something decent and worthwhile in the special collector's launch date edition of GTA 6. Who the fuck knows? I don't know, and you don't know either, unfortunately. We're just left out there to fucking wander and roam amongst ourselves like cavemen, trying to discover fire, and when we do, we still don't know what to fucking do with it, right? Scratching our head and scratching our ass at the same time. I'm AhhFuGGiT. I'm clearly stressed because I couldn't even get a hold of fucking fried pickles. God forbid I get the fucking pickled lemonade. Okay, it's pretty good. The pickled chicken sandwich from Popeyes. They're trying to cope with the stress of the Switch 2 and GTA 6 costing $100, most likely, potentially, to be expected and determined and/or confirmed otherwise. But goddamn, if I can get a hold of those fucking fried pickles, whose fat fucking mama was that much of a hoe, a greedy fat hoe, went through all the fucking Popeyes and got all the fucking fried pickles because that's what she loves, put it in her fucking mouth so much. The simulated feel of a dick. But to be less of a hoe, she said, "Pickle me up, daddy." I don't know. I'm AhhFuGGiT. That's been AhhFuGGiT for this week at least. Hopefully next week we'll be able to cope. I also do a mukbang podcast where I basically eat and talk while I eat, called Fatterdays. Also here on the same YouTube channel. You can find that. Me as well on social media, on Twitch also, all at AhhFuGGiT1. That's the tag for everywhere and everything I do. Please, if you liked what you heard, you fucking saw right now, me, of course I'm referring to, like, comment, subscribe, follow, all that good shit. I appreciate you. Catch you next time, and hopefully we'll have a pleasant update on Nintendo Switch 2, and also hopefully GTA 6 won't end up costing $100, but then who knows nowadays, Nintendo just basically said, fuck you, pay us what we want, and then you'll maybe get what you want, and you'll fucking learn to like it. Eventually, if you get it, maybe, kind of, sort of, I don't know.
Hey, someone just came up to me and told me that you like disrespectful Latinas. Is that true? Go fuck yourself.
Yo, it's over. All right, it's over. It's over. Move the mic. Move the mic.
Thank you.
All right.